welcome back to the next session of shear force and bending moments. So last class we have discussed about what is beam. Then we have seen types of beam. After that we have seen that different reaction at different supports. Then we have seen types of loading. After that we have discussed about what is shear force and what is the sign convention for shear force. Then we have seen what is bending moment, sign convention of bending moment, and after that we have discussed that shear force and bending moment diagram, how it can be plotted, or how can I define this diagram. Okay, so up to this last class we have discussed. So today we will be knowing that how to draw shear force and bending moment diagram for a cantilever beam, or how can we find the shear force and bending moment at different points of a cantilever beam. Okay, so here we have taken one problem. Let's see, a cantilever beam loaded with a point load W at its free end. Already we have discussed that cantilever beam one end is fixed and other end is free. Okay, so here the one load W is acting at the free end. So this is the condition or situation. At this condition we have to find and the shear force and bending moment diagram. Okay, so first when we are going to find shear force bending moment diagram, first task is our to find the reaction. First we have to find the reactions. Okay, so here if I see only fixed point, only support is there, so support reaction will be only 1. Okay, so that will get vertical reaction, that is at point A. If we mark is A and this is our B, so here we will be getting RA is equal to W. RA is equal to W will get, and similarly we can get the moment reaction. So if this is rotating clockwise, so our moment reaction should be anti-clockwise. Okay, so if it is bending like that, so it will be bend or it will make the sagging bending. No, sorry, not sagging, it will be like this, so it will be hogging. Okay, so hogging we have taken negative, so that moment reaction will be our positive. So this is our, we know moment means force into perpendicular distance between the line of action of force and the point about which we are determining the moment. Okay, so this is our W into L. So this will be our moment at point A, and reaction that is in the form of vertical reaction, because there is a no horizontal force, so our horizontal reaction will be 0. Okay, so RV, or here we have taken RA, so RA is equal to W. Okay, so whichever problem we will get, first task will be finding the support reaction. Okay, so next let's see the shear force we need to find. So I am writing shear force SF. This is diagram. So shear force diagram, for finding the shear force diagram we need. So when we are going to find shear force diagram, so already we have seen that shear force on either side of algebraic sum of normal force. So we have taken one section that is called XX, and this section is X distance from the free end B. Keep it in mind when you are going to draw shear force bending moment or finding. So when you will be taking the section, so that section always should be taken from free end. It will be better and easy to calculate the things. Okay, so for shear force already I told, if you are appearing for conventional exam or any subjective exam, then you have to mention the sign convention. Otherwise no need. For competitive exam simply you solve, and whichever answer you need you can make it. Okay, so for that let's see, suppose this is, so if downward movement, then we will be taking is negative, and if upward, then we will be positive, so vice versa. Okay, so let's sfxx, if we say, so this is our section. So this section, what force, which how much that normal force is acting, or transverse load, only W. Okay, so this we can write as a W, and this symbol will be minus W, because that right side is going to down. Okay, so our force is going downwards, means we will be taking automatically negative, so this is our negative. Okay, so this SF in between, if we see, there is a no force in between, so we can say that SF x minus W, it will remains constant. Okay, so this thing, so we can say that SF at x is equal to 0, means it is SFB, this is our minus W. Okay, similarly SF at x is equal to A, that this is our SFA. Okay, and this also will be our minus W. Okay, so these things we have. So now if we draw, so we'll be getting like this, there is our, so this is A and this is B. So at point B we have how much, minus W, and this remains constant because in between there is a no shear force, so minus W coming, and after that we have reaction at point A, so it is going like this. So we have negative shear force diagram, and the magnitude is W. Okay, constant. So for cantilever beam, if free load is acting, then we will get this one. Okay, so next we have bending moment diagrams. So for bending moment, let's make the sign convention. So this and this type of, if it's happened like that, so if it's, then there will be a convex or hogging bending, so this can be taken as a negative. Okay, so hogging bending will take as a negative. So similarly I have taken that same section xx, so let's see bending moment at xx. Bending moment at xx, what we can write, this is negative, so minus W into x, right? So force into perpendicular distance. Let's take this section, so line of action of force and the point about which we are finding the bending moment, so that distance is x, so W into x is our bending moment. Okay, so bending moment at x is equal to 0, this is our equal to bending moment at B. Okay, and what is the value, if we put x is equal to 0, so this will be our 0. Similarly we can write bending moment at x is equal to L, and this is bending moment at A, and this will be how much, W into L, so minus W into L, so this is our bending moment minus WL. So let's draw the bending moment. So again you take this as a and this as a B. So at point A bending moment is 0, and at point B bending moment is 0, and at point A our bending moment is how much, that is W into L minus. Okay, so this you can write, or can join this. Okay, so this is also our negative bending moment, and this is known as bending moment diagram, or in short form we call it as a BMD. Okay, so if we have a cantilever beam loaded point load or concentrated load at free end, then we will get a constant shear force and constant bending moment. If you see that for cantilever beam, that our maximum bending moment at free end, in many objective questions, this is a very frequently asked questions, that maximum bending moment for a cantilever beam is at fixed end, at free end, at midpoint of the beam. Okay, so keep in mind always it is at fixed point. Okay, so we can write this as a note. We can write this as a note, that bending moment is a maximum for a cantilever beam at fixed end. Okay, so this is our shear force bending moment diagram for a cantilever beam. Now let's see the next problem, that is a cantilever beam loaded with a uniformly distributed load of a W Newton per meter. So this is one cantilever beam AB, and uniformly distributed load is acted throughout the body. Now we have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So as already have discussed, that first our task is to find the reaction. So for cantilever beam, if we assume the section from free end, so if we don't calculate the shear reaction, then it will not be any problem. But if you take the section from this side, then you must calculate or find the reactions. Okay, so let's see. For that I am not going to determine the reactions directly, I am moving for shear force diagram. Okay, so SF shear force diagram. Let's see the shear force diagram. So always like that we can determine, or we can put the mention, this is our negative. Okay, upward means positive and downwards means negative. Okay, so let's take one section from the free end. So suppose this is the section XX I have taken from the free end, and this distance is x, right? So I can write that SFXX shear force at this section XX section. Okay, so now this SFXX, what will be the value? So this is going downwards, means by default that is our minus. Okay, and what is the value of load? Already we have calculated. If UDL is there, uniformly distributed load, then total load will be in load intensity into the length, means this will be the area of a rectangle. So this height is W and this length is X, so total is, we have W into X. Okay, so this is our shear force. So let's see shear force at x is equal to 0, that will be our shear force at B. So if we put the value of x is equal to 0, then this is our 0. Okay, next we have SF at x is equal to L, and if we, this will be our SF at A, and this is minus W into L. Sorry, I didn't give that dimension. So this dimension is our L, length of the, or span of the beam. Okay, so this is our shear force at x is equal to L, and we can say this is maximum. So now let's draw the shear force diagram. So for drawing the shear force diagram, let's take this one. So at point B the shear force is 0, and point A the shear force is minus WL. So this is our WL. Okay, so let's join these two, and this is our shear force diagram or SFD. Okay, so this we got shear force diagram. Next we'll find the bending moment diagram, and this bending moment diagram we have. So again, sign convention for bending moment diagram same. So now for same section I will write bending moment xx. This bending moment xx we have minus in W into x, the total load, and bending moment is what? That perpendicular distance between the line of action of force. So this is our distributed load. So what is the line of action of force? So since this is a rectangular form, so line of action of force always be at the midpoint. Okay, so this is our x by 2. So this line of action of force is, that is our virtual line of action of force. So this is our x by 2. This value will be x by 2. Okay, so this is our x by 2 into x by 2. So this is our minus wx square by 2. So this is bending moment. Now similarly you can write that bending moment at x is equal to 0. This is our bending moment at B, and this value is 0. Similarly, bending moment at x is equal to L, we have bending moment at A, and this value is minus WL square by 2. And again, already last problem we have seen that bending moment always is maximum at the fixed end. So this is also maximum, we can say maximum at fixed end. Okay, so this we got. So now if you see that for earlier this case shear force, this indicates ki equation of straight line. This indicates equation of straight line. Okay, that's why I have drawn equation of straight line. Now the which type of straight line will be there? So if we see y is equal to mx only, so it's passing through the origin. So passing through the origin we have to draw like this. Okay, now this bending moment, what is the equation? So this is the equation of parabola. So next our will be equation of parabola. Okay, so now we have A and B. So if we see at this point B is 0, and at point A we have how much? This is our WL square by 2. So this is our equation of parabola. Okay, so this is the bending moment. So this also negative, and this is bending moment diagram. Okay, so now there is a mini observation in this diagram. If you see, let's see, this is our load, intensity of load, and this is varying linearly, means straight line. Okay, now if you see the shear force due to this load, you will get it is this line become this straight line become what we call inclined line. Okay, and now same thing if we see in bending moment diagram, it becomes parabola or curve. Okay, so from this we can make the observation that shear force always will be on one order higher than the load intensity. Shear force is always one order higher than the load intensity, and bending moment always one order higher than the shear force. Okay, bending moment always one order higher than the shear force. What happens sometimes, simply they give shear force diagram, from that you have to say that which one is the bending moment diagram. So at that time you may confuse, so always keep in mind that our shear force is always one order higher than the bending moment, one order higher than the load intensity, and bending moment is always one order higher than the shear force. Okay, so here if you can see also our load is only W. Here we have load W, shear force we got W into X, means we have multiplied X, means one order higher. Similarly our bending moment become BMX is equal to W X square by 2. Shear force is WX, it is in X square, it is X square. Okay, so that's why always our bending moment is one order higher than the shear force. Okay, so like that you have to keep it in mind that here also if you see that shear force, that equation or line is straight line, and we got bending moment inclined straight line, means it also one order higher than the shear force. Okay, so like that you have to make the conclusion, or simply here you can write as a note that bending moment is one order higher than the shear force. Okay, one order higher than the shear, bending moment is one order higher than the shear force. So this is our cantilever beam point load and uniformly distributed load, or UDL.